St. Gianna Oratory presents Daily Thought of St. Francis de Sales for November 20th. In the course of this, our earthly pilgrimage, the Lord leads us in his ways. Either he gives us his hand to have us walk with him, or he carries us in his arms of his divine providence. He holds us by the hand when he enables us to walk by the exercise of virtue. If he did not, we would not be able to walk at all on this blessed way. There is plenty of evidence that those who let go of his fatherly hand cannot take one step without falling and hitting their nose on the ground. Without doubt, the good God wants to lead us. He wants to help us on our way, but also wants us to do our part by taking small steps in cooperation with his grace. From the life of St. Francis de Sales. On November 20th, 1613, Francis de Sales spent the whole day writing out in his own hand the beautiful constitutions and directives for the churches of Gex, where God had given him the grace to reestablish the Catholic faith in 8 of the main parishes. He obliged the parish priests to reside in the parishes regularly and to absent themselves only with permission. This was under pain of the loss of their benefices. He assigned and determined the hours for all the offices. He enumerated in particular what was necessary for each of the churches. He ordered the catechism be taught every Sunday, and the Stations of the Cross prayed for the faithful departed, and that every Saturday a Mass be said at the altar of Our Lady. He also proposed material and points for the Sunday homilies. He fixed a salary for the headmaster of the school at Gex, and instructed that he must be a good, practicing Catholic. With a public notice, he ordered the patrons of the various chaplaincies to put them in operation within 10 years under pain of the deprivation of their rights. Regarding Father Dunant, nominated parish priest of Gex with approval of the King of France, he stipulated that he should do nothing of note without the advice and help of the Capuchins, who could on specified occasion obtain from the said parish priest a certain amount of grain and wine. These good fathers were very worthy sons of St. Francis of Assisi, and were greatly loved and esteemed by our saint, who called them his brothers and friends. So he planted in that small province of God an abundant crop of blessings, the fruits of which are still admired today. On the evening of that memorable day, on leaving his oratory, which served as a study, he handed over to Canon Michael Favre, his confessor and chaplain, the notebook he had filled, and said to him, "My good friend, do me the favor of copying this important writing. I assure you that it belongs less to Francis de Sales than to the guardian angel of Gex, who has put off all his ordinary duties and has protected me so that I could serve him as his secretary." Having said this, he knelt down to recite his breviary, and he seemed to be like a seraphim.